So, this video the title is Top 20 Mind-Blowing Examples of the Mandela Effect by watchmojo.com. This is the name of the channel. If you enjoy the video, please go follow them, subscribe, and do the things. Okay. So, let's go. Do you know, do you know what Mandela Effect is? Mandela Effect is basically certain people remember about something in a different way than others. It's about past things that happened. I don't know, for example, I know about, there is one about a brand logo, fruit of the loom. Because some people remember the logo with a certain characteristics, others don't. So there is a theory that sometimes we cross different parallel words and then things change and even the past change. So that's why some people remember things differently than others. Okay, let's go.
What is real? Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 craziest examples of the Mandela Effect. For this list, we're looking into the strangest instances of collective false memories,
that's a wig,
otherwise
right?
known as the Mandela Effect. And no, this list isn't one itself. We did do a version of this already. We're just adding more entries.
It's time to bring her in, George!
Number 20, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Your childhood might not look the same after this. As we all know good and well, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood always began with its titular host singing its theme song.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
This much
Do you know
true,
this?
But that well-known opening line, "It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood," not so much. Although it doesn't scan quite as well, it's actually a beautiful day in this neighborhood. But how did we all miss this when we've heard the song so many times in our youth?
It's one hell of a day in my neighborhood. A hell of a day for a neighbor.
It could be worse, we suppose. It's not like he was wearing leather jackets instead of
I don't think that any of us know this, right? I get so many ads. Okay, we have to be ready for the... Probably there is a second one. Skip. My boyfriend ran on my trauma test result. Surely I will go ask for ChatGPT. Okay. That's it. Well, yeah, this. Guys, this one, I remember this differently. I remember this with a cornucopia. Is it the same in English? Cornucopia. The brown thingy basket, not basket, but cornucopia in English. Why it told me in Japanese? English. Okay, it's the same cornucopia. Okay. Do you know this brand? And I thought it had like a cornucopia like here, a brown one. I don't remember it being like this. What about you guys? Look.
Loom is a clothing company renowned the world over. Its logo is similarly famous, showing fruit spilling out of a cornucopia.
Yeah, like that.
Or at least that's what many of us remember it as being. In fact, the logo doesn't contain a cornucopia at all. Okay, so maybe an old
that's
logo
so weird.
has it, right? Nope. Versions of the logo dating back over 100 years lack the cornucopia too. So why do so many people associate a cornucopia with Fruit of the Loom? Even parodies and references to the Fruit of the Loom logo contain cornucopias, but not the genuine article. Number 18, the Monopoly Man's Monocle. The board game Monopoly features a memorable mascot named Rich Uncle Pennybags. also known as the Monopoly Man or Mr. Monopoly. He's famous for
Yeah.
his suit, top hat, and large mustache. However, people are divided
I
on whether or not
remember
he
him with the
wears a monocle.
monocle.
Reality seems to favor that he doesn't, but our memories of this childhood game can't be false, right?
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be the Monopoly guy.
Heck, even Ace Ventura made the mistake.
Wait. So it's true. It had the monocle bet. I mean, if they even did this,
Can't be false, right?
Ace Ventura, pet detective. And you must be
you must
the
be
Monopoly guy.
the Monopoly
Even Ace
guy.
Ventura made the mistake, and he seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Guys,
Could it
do
be
you
as simple as-
remember? Do you remember this? If you played it, I played it a lot, and I remember him having a monocle. Yeah. Did you? How did you remember him? With or without that? For me, it had. With, see? But then if you search, if you Google, it doesn't have it. So this is a Mandela Effect.
Conflating the Monopoly Man with other rich fat cat mascots like Mr. Peanut? Or has someone bought up all our memories? Number 17, Sex in the City. This much-loved HBO show and subsequent movies follow a group of 4 women and their love lives in New York City.
I didn't feel a thing. It was like, hey, babe, gotta go. Catch you later. And I completely forgot about him after that.
But are you sure that that isn't just because he didn't call you?
However, strangely, there is some disagreement on what its title is. Although some would swear up and down it's called Sex in the City, its title is actually Sex and the City. Now, the easy explanation is that people tend to slur
No,
the
I
word
remember
and a lot.
and
So
when they
Sex and
talk
the
they
City
talk a
becomes Sex
lot
in the City.
about that here.
However, there also seems to be plenty of merch and newspaper headlines bearing the word in
Just
instead of and.
and.
So what gives? Did reality go out for too many drinks with the girls? Number 16, Lucy has some.
Did you
split-
have any memory of this of that TV series? Here it was pretty famous, but it was same. But it was as far as I remember, it had and not in. Lucy has some explaining to do.
I Love Lucy is a classic sitcom and among
It
the
was
most
always end.
influential
Yeah,
TV
for me
shows of
too.
all time.
So wait a second, guys. As a tree, Wolf infected and me, we are from the same parallel world, right? Because until now we are all agreeing with the monopoly okay. And this.
Hi, Rick. What's going on here? Why you slam the door in their face?
Lucy's husband on the show, Ricky Ricardo, played by real-life
Oh,
husband
Universe,
Lucy Arnaz,
'cause
had a particularly
Moon.
memorable catchphrase. Lucy, you've got some splaining to do. Or did he?
Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
While Ricky
Splaining.
frequently said the word splain in various contexts, he never says this exact quote, despite the supposed line being cited all over pop culture.
Lucy, you got some splaining to do.
Oh.
It could just be a summation
so-
of Ricky's frustration with Lucy's antics.
So there are many videos and movies and whatever that are kind of imitating that, but it's not there anymore. That sentence.
Distilled into a catchphrase that never was.
Cicatrici.
Nandaga. Skip. Okay.
15. Oscar Mayer versus Oscar Mayer. An American meat company, Oscar Mayer has
I don't
remained
know
a fixture
it.
of pop culture thanks to its recognizable logo, famous Wienermobile, and several catchy jingles. But
A
its name
Wienermobile?
is a source of some consternation, as a lot of people remember Mayer being spelled with an E instead of an A.
Oh, I wish I were an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly like to be.
Old
we have
news clippings
any
can even be seen spelling it
viewer from
M-A-Y-E-R.
there?
So, is it just a case of the alternate spelling being more common, leading to misspellings?
My baloney has a first name. It's O-S-C-A-R.
You'd think with one of its jingles having lyrics literally spelling out the company's name, though, it would be impossible to get it wrong. But there are those who swear the lyrics have changed since
Bologna.
they were younger. Number 14, Mirror, Mirror
Oh.
on the Wall. In this seminal Disney animated film, the villainously vain queen
Specchio,
famously
specchio
possesses
delle
a
mie
magic
brame.
mirror. To call on it, she says, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, who is the
Yeah.
fairest one of all? Except
Yeah.
that's not the line in the Disney movie.
Eh?
Magic mirror on the wall.
No!
Who
No,
is the
that's a lie. That's a lie. I mean, even in Italian, it's specchio, specchio delle mie brame, which means mirror, mirror. It on the wall is not delle mie brame. They went with I don't know. They were creative or something. It doesn't mean on the wall, but it's specchio, specchio. It's mirror, mirror. It's not magic mirror. For you, is magic mirror, Calosini? Wait, so we are back to different universes. In fact, for you it was what? Mirror, mirror or magic mirror? I remember it specchio, specchio, so... It doesn't... It sounds even bad. Magico specchio delle mie brame. Specchio, specchio. Okay, me and Infected, we are still from the same universe. Calosini. We lost you. Thank you for the follow, Dirot. Are you real? Are you normal? Decent? You heard both the version, but Mirror Mirror you only remember in references? Oh, I only remember Mirror Mirror, because here it was specchio, specchio. Specchio, specchio delle mie brame. Chi è la più bella del reame? Ah, that's why they changed the words, because of the rhyme. Hello, welcome! We are reacting to a video about Mandela Effect. I don't know if you know what Mandela Effect is. Basically, it's a theory that there are parallel universe. Sometimes there are glitches or the universes cross each others and they modify each others. So certain people remember certain things in a way, but others remember them in a different way. And then also if you search on the web, those things might be different from what you and many others remember. We are at this. I remember that this was just mirror in the wall, but apparently it is, apparently it's magic mirror in the wall, but
Number 14.
I never
Mirror,
heard the
Mirror
magic
on the Wall.
mirror.
In this seminal
Mirror,
Disney
mirror.
animated film, the villainously vain queen famously possesses a magic mirror. To call on it, she says, Mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the
Yeah.
fairest one of all? Except that's not the line in the Disney movie.
Magic mirror on the wall. Who is the
On the wall,
fairest
not in.
one of all?
In Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, the queen
That's
says,
too weird.
Magic mirror on the wall. This is a strange case because the original
This is
fairy
a
tale has her
lie.
say mirror, mirror. It's just the Disney version that's different.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
This could simply
mirror,
be a case
mirror.
where people are conflating the fairy tale and the Disney film, but even so, it's odd that
No.
something as popular and well-known as Snow White wouldn't be better remembered.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Mirror.
Number 13, Curious George's Tale. Curious
You know about the Monopoly Man? Oh, we just watched that, yes. Having no monocle and Pikachu not having no black tail. Wait, Pikachu has a black tail. What do you mean? That's another Mandela Effect then. So do you remember about the Monopoly guy? Do you remember him with or without the monocle? I remember him with. And Pikachu with the black tail. You guys, how do you remember Pikachu? Don't look now. Don't look now on Google. For me, he has a black tail. Yellow tail with black on it, indeed. But so Dirot says that it's not. You remember also with the monocle. You never watched the show.
George
Who
is a
is
monkey
this?
and the star of
I
many
don't know
children's
this.
books and television series.
They didn't show it here.
weather, huh?
Given how long the character's been around, many are surprised to realize that he doesn't have a tail. After all, George is a monkey.
That's the thing
and
that I
most monkeys
noticed,
have tails.
even if I don't know
Apes
this.
generally don't, by the way. And Curious
Why
George
doesn't
is
have
repeatedly referred to as a monkey. Could the common confusion between the two sets of primates be the root of this Mandela effect? Or has reality changed the features of George's posterior? Whatever the case, we are certainly curious to find out. Number 12, Mona Lisa's
The
Smile.
Mona Lisa.
The Mona Lisa is arguably the most famous painting in the world and has been discussed and dissected for half a millennium. From the strange phenomenon of her eyes appearing to follow you to her enigmatic smile. However, for some, the latter is especially mysterious, since there are many who claim that she didn't used to be smiling at all. Granted, it might just be
No,
that those
she
exposed
always
to the painting at an
smiling.
early age got better
Well,
at
it
reading
was-
her expression. Still, that so many people could
Okay,
be confused about
this
one of
is
the most
smiling
studied
too
pieces
much,
of art
though. Wait, because I remember in school that we even had a lesson about this, and her smile was, her expression was really mysterious. This smile is too much. It was more straight from what I remember, and there were studies saying, we don't know if she's smiling or not, but it seems that she is smiling. She's clearly smiling. What do you remember, guys? If you studied this or saw it in the past, this was more straight. Yeah, same. It was like straight, and there was like a big reasoning, big studies about her if she was or she wasn't smiling. You remember it like that? No, so now we are in different universe infected. Wolf instead.
Ever made seems odd.
No. I don't want to know how much this house is worth. It's not mine, so. You remember it like that. There's not a skip. Okay.
Hello, Clarice.
When Dr. Hannibal Lecter greets
Hannibal.
Agent Clarice Starling from his cell, a lot of us remember him saying, "Hello, Clarice," in that chilling tone. After all, that's the quote that everyone references all over pop culture.
Good evening, Clarice.
Yet, in reality, Dr. Lecter never says this quote in The Silence of the Lambs, even if he approximates it in the sequel.
Is this Clarice? Well, hello, Clarice.
He says good morning to her and even good evening, Clarice. But
I
never
watched the
that
movie when
infamous
I
quote.
was
So,
a
are
kid,
people
but
simply
I don't
misquoting the film
remember.
because hello works at
Also,
all
it
hours
was
of the day?
translated,
Or is
so.
there a more sinister explanation at work?
Number 10, Pikachu's tail color.
No, that's a
Adorable yellow,
lie.
red-cheeked Pikachu acts as
Where's the
mascot
black
to the massive
stripe?
multimedia Pokemon franchise.
That's not true. Where's
With
the
its image
black?
plastered on practically everything Pokemon, you'd think that its features would be burned into the brains of generations of adults and kids alike. But there are those who are convinced that Pikachu's tail, like its ears, used to have black on the end. Because of this
Yeah.
misconception, there are plenty of images available that feature Pikachu with a black tail, so that could be
Yeah. That's a lie. How did you remember that, guys? With or
Or
without?
maybe people are remembering something they were into as kids and are surprised
The
when
Pikachu
they
we know
revisit it as
didn't?
adults. Number 9,
What?
Looney Tunes.
I
We're getting
remember
to some
a
deep
black
cuts now.
part. Wait. Looney Tunes.
Looney Tunes is a franchise of Warner Brothers cartoons dating back to the early days of animation. Its characters are iconic to the medium and are practically as well known as those by rivals like Disney.
What's up, Doc?
But as famous
As
as Looney
Pikachu is
Tunes
different to
is,
the
there are
others.
some who believe its name's spelling is no longer the same. Some people remember its name as being Toons, Toons, as in cartoons, while the current spelling
I
appears
don't
to be Tunes, Tunes, as in a synonym for music.
Oh, you treacherous trickster.
The fact that its sister series is called Merry Melodies lends some weight to the musical spelling, and the fact that the words are homophones does mean confusion would be
Does
easy.
make more
Still,
sense.
stranger things, right? Number 8. Tinkerbell writing...
I don't know. I remember that when I was a kid that there were also those cartoons, but I don't remember the logo. Toons makes more sense for you. Looney Tunes, they are silly cartoons. But apparently it's not. It's tunes as in music. Tinkerbell writing the Disney logo. Yeah.
the Disney logo.
Walt Disney's Disneyland. When you wish
She's not drawing?
Considering how big Disney is, they sure have a lot of us misremembering their properties. During a lot of
maybe
Disney
in the
animated
modern,
features, the introduction usually features the Disney logo, with its iconic castle and the name in distinctive loopy handwriting. However,
Yeah.
many fans seem to recall the character Tinkerbell from Peter Pan appearing in these intros.
No.
Yeah. Guys, but maybe this is just normal. Maybe it's the modern Disney movies that have her drawing the logo. I mean, I remember her tiny, very tiny, and drawing the logo. But in the modern ones,
No.
so she's not. She's not. What do you remember about that? Do you remember Tinkerbell drawing the logo or not in the intros? I do.
Although Tinkerbell has appeared in several variants of this sequence, a lot of us remember her using her wand to write out the word Disney before dotting the I with sparks. Despite many similar versions, none of them quite get it the way it's described.
Yeah, okay, I'll push the thing.
Chalk this one up to magic. Number 7.
You
Play it
can't
again,
remember.
Sam. As one of the titans of cinema, Casablanca has a host of memorable lines from
He's looking at you, kid.
to
But what about us?
We'll always have Paris.
Yet one of its most quoted is never actually spoken in the movie. The
We'll
line,
always
"Play
have
it again,
Paris?"
Sam," a directive to the piano player to play as time goes by, is often associated with Humphrey Bogart's character Rick, yet he never says the words.
Play it. Yes, boss.
A few lines come close, but the exact phrase is not in the movie. It could be that in the pre-home video days, people just misremember the line. But still, you'd think a film buff like Woody
Had to
Allen
play
would know
it again.
and he named a movie after a misquote.
I don't
Number 6,
remember.
Beam me up, Scotty.
This line is as synonymous with Star Trek as live long and prosper. It's just a little weird that
Yep.
no one in the show or films ever actually says it.
Scotty, beam me up.
Most often attributed to Captain Kirk, this exact phrase is not spoken by anyone in the franchise. Although, in fairness, similar wordings like the voyage
These I
home,
can't
Scotty
know.
beam me up were used from time to time.
Well, beam me up, Slappy.
That's Scotty, sir.
Geek test.
Busted.
But
Hello,
why does
penguin.
this misattribution have the omnipresence of Q? Do people just like the sound of it? Did someone tamper with our timeline? Or did a transporter accident send some of us
Thank you
into
so
a
much for the
mirror universe?
geeks.
Number 5. Nelson Mandela's death. This is the memory that gives the Mandela Effect its name.
South African President Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison before being released in 1990. Or was he? A great number of people seem to remember Mandela dying in prison and reading about this fact in textbooks or
Yeah.
seeing it on the news. Even Mandela's actual death in
Don't tell me that
2013
is-
from a respiratory infection did little to quell the uneasy feeling in people's minds that something about
Is
the
he
world
alive?
or their minds had been altered.
Number 4. Life is like a box of chocolates. While sitting on a park bench and offering candy to strangers, Forrest Gump famously says that his mama always felt, quote, life was like a box of chocolates. It's an iconic phrase, but one we're likely all guilty of misremembering.
Life is a box of chocolates, Forrest. You never know what you...
It was printed in the USA newspaper that he died, but apparently it didn't. Let me Google, because I also thought about that. I also remember about that. Mandela died prison. It just says that he was in prison. He was released from prison after 27 years of incarceration. That's another, yeah, well, after all, they say that the name comes from that. In his own words, Nelson Mandela's prison years. So, he didn't die in prison. I see.
You gonna get?
In fact, his mama, and thus our simple hero, said that, quote, life is a box of chocolates. It's perfectly plausible that people have merely altered the quote to be more general, and thus give it more currency, but it's still strange that we all get the most memorable line in the movie wrong.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Mama doesn't say the quote like that in flashbacks.
So many ads. Skip.
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah.
The immortal line is more mortal than you think.
He told me you killed him. No. I am your father.
No, I am your father.
Everyone who's ever heard of Star Wars knows this quote. Yet in the actual film, Darth Vader says to Luke, "No, I am your father." Countless pop culture references and legions of dedicated
I don't remember
Star
it,
Wars fans
but
still
I thought
managed
it
to
was
somehow
Luke.
get this quote wrong.
You killed my father.
No, Buzz. I am your father.
So what's the deal? Have we all just misquoted it because Luke provides more
Okay,
context?
Paraja.
Or have some of us come to this
I
reality
mean,
from far, far away?
I don't remember very well, especially because here, of course, it's translated, but I think that it was Luke, I am your father. In fact, you remember the Luke from your expression, I guess. The reason we quote it as Luke, I am your father is so people understand the reference. Are you sure? Because they say we quote, but what about people that remember that being Luke, not just quoting? I heard your...
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, see?
This isn't the only Star Wars example of the Mandela Effect either. Just check out C-3PO's leg sometime.
Number 2, starring Sinbad, Shazam.
Quick question. Who starred in the 90s movie about a genie?
I am Kazam!
Some of us correctly recall it being NBA star Shaquille O'Neal, who had
Oh,
a
true.
dramatic movie career throughout the
True.
90s. However, others believe the star of the film in question was the comedian and actor Sinbad, who starred in a number of children's films during that same time period.
Racism! That's what Jesse Jackson was talking about.
Others also believe this non-existent film starring Sinbad was called Shazam rather than Kazam, which they claim is something else entirely. Are people conflating multiple movies in their minds? If only we had a genie to magically solve this mystery. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, the Berenstein Bears.
You know that series of slightly
This way we
saccharine
don't know
children's
it
books
here
about a
in my
family of bears
country,
and the
but I
cartoons
heard
based
a
off
lot
them?
about
What were they
this.
called? The Berenstein Bears are remembered by many as part of their childhoods. However, they aren't the Berenstein Bears at all. They're the Berenstain Bears.
The Berenstain Bears.
Berenstain.
The easy explanation is that names that end in steen are far more common than those that end in stain. And a lot of us were exposed to the stories as kids and misread or misheard the titles multiple
But EI
times.
is like
Yeah.
German,
While some of us can shake
no?
it off, for others,
Word.
this is a stain on reality.
Wait,
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.